shows, big bang rolls, cash. Now she go, for the team, now she don't skip, splash.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down, it's Rosen. And Gresham has it left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to one.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And this one is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Rosen again on second and 10. Lee's got it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. It's first and 10 at the 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action with Wilson. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Brandon Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Check 50, check 50. Right, easy. Check 51, check 51.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro Navarro Bowman. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tempo, tempo. There. Right, easy. Check 51, check 51.
On 2nd down, Wilson. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Tempo, tempo.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Tempo, tempo. Zebra, zebra.
Now Wilson on second down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chandler Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Rosen will throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Flush to his right. Dumping it off for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rosen off the play action, sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who can do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And they'll go on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Peterson. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Gone!
Play action here with Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Now, Barney!
On play action, Rosen lets it go for Nelson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Seahawks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return is Peterson. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. They'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
3 down. 3 down.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Oh, now he bowls him over, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by